Hi, beautiful souls. Welcome to another episode of Prism. My name is Jayashree, and today's video is going to teach you what is intuitive scanning, how does it work, and our speaker, who is Neelu Hotchandani, her experience and how her spiritual journey started. So she is basically a soul coach and healer. And before we hop on to questioning her about all that, why don't I tell you about our previous video, which is how do healing therapies work with DP from Heal Clinic. So be sure to watch that whenever you're free. Additionally, please subscribe to our channel if you like our videos. Also, drop your questions. We love to answer questions, and no question is silly. We're not judging you. So go ahead, type the question in comments and we'll answer that. So Neelu, how are you feeling today? It's great to have you on a yet another episode of Prism. Can you please tell us a little more about the work you do and about yourself?
First of all, thank you for inviting me again. And so what do? I'm a soul coach and a healer. And I love my journey. And as I go on, with my work, I learn more and I evolve more, and all my clients evolve along with me. I think it's a journey that I feel everyone keeps joining in. It's not that a person comes to me and they get healed and they go away. No, they just come, they join in, and most of my clients are always in touch, and it's amazing to hear how their life keeps changing and shifting, and I just think it's a miracle, and I love to witness that miracle.
That's great to know. Can you please tell us about one of your clients where you've made a major shift in their life?
So, see, every client feels a shift, but then there have been clients whose lives have shifted like pretty instantly. But there's a lot different kind of work I do, and it has to do with soul healing, it has to do with healing all the negative patterns of life so they don't keep repeating again and again. It has to do with property clearing, which now I don't do that much. But what happened yesterday, I will tell you what is the latest because I keep forgetting what happens. But yesterday what happened is one of my clients passed away, which I was not aware of. So one of her friends sent me a message and told me that she had passed away, and I said, oh my God, it was like she was such a wonderful soul. And suddenly, she just popped up right next to me, and God bless her, and she told me that she's feeling choked and she's not able to breathe, and her chest is hurting and things like that. So I told her friend that your friend is here right now, her soul has just come here, and this is what she's saying. And so her friend, she said, okay, I don't know what happened, and but I'll find out and get back to you. So like today she messaged me and she told me that her family told her that her husband choked her throat and they had to rush her to the hospital and she passed away. So, then I called my spirit guide and I asked her to take my client through to a better place, because she was stuck here. She was in shock and she wanted to tell her story. So I guess every day is a miracle, and I think this whole episode, because later on her sister called me up, and I think it just healed the family to know that she's fine and she's been taken to a good place, and because she was absolutely fine when she was talking to me.
That is so assuring to hear, and I guess she's in a better place now.
Yeah, she is, yeah.
It's great to know that you can feel energies around you and that you could give this information to her friend so that it would make her feel better that, okay, my friend is in a safe place.
Yes, but after watching this video, I hope you don't keep contacting me for channeling, because I don't do channeling. I don't call a spirit. they come if they have to come, but I never call them so.
Also, you mentioned about intuitive scanning. So, what is intuitive scanning exactly?
Yeah, so this is the course that I'm going to be teaching in November, and a lot of people have been asking me to start this course from quite some time now. And I'm just too laid back. And so, this course is actually to make you aware of your own strength, your own gifts that you have. And this course is specially formulated for very new healers, because when people become healers, they feel lost because they don't know how it is, what are they supposed to see, how are they supposed to hear, how are they supposed to feel, not just with their relatives and friends from the other side, but as well as the creator, their spirit guides and their loved ones on the other side, and masters and angels. And a lot of people are naturally connecting to them, but they don't know how it feels like. So this course is going to first of all make them aware of how to know what is happening,
As in what is happening inside or outside,
no,
or
both. Because how to know when they are picking up on other people's thoughts, how to know whether they are clairsentient, they're clairvoyant, they're clairaudient, because people have these powers but they just don't know, so I'm going to take them on a path where it's like a path of self-discovery, and they're going to rediscover themselves, their strength, and then learn to use it in a way that is able to enhance their abilities, also spiritually evolve them, help them spiritually evolve.
how can intuitive scanning help you spiritually evolve?
So the course name is not intuitive scanning, but intuitive scanning is something which is a part of the course. The course is actually going to be about scanning and discovering yourself, So scanning, as you want to know, spiritual scanning is something like, when I scan you, what do I see? How do I see? How do I hear? How do I feel? How do I know that what I'm seeing is right? And if I'm seeing something, how do I know what am I seeing? So, and that is why I said this course is specifically for healers who are not very sure of themselves, and also for people who are very intuitive naturally.
So it is for healers and non-healers.
Yes. So intuitive people, or people who are interested in becoming clairvoyant, clairsentient, and have clair vision, because I might just I haven't decided yet, but I might just include some exercises which will help them to connect with all there is, all that is, and all there is.
So what can one expect after learning intuitive scanning with you?
To get empowered.
Empowered in the sense, learn what skills and be able to do what?
So you will be able to learn to identify your strengths. You will be able to learn whatever you're thinking, is it yours or is it not yours? Whatever you're feeling, is it your feelings or are you picking it up from somewhere else? And if you're feeling a certain thing, is it a message that is coming to you, or is it a wayward that is coming and telling you things? So, you're going to learn so much that I cannot really put it in a few lines and tell you. There's a lot to learn in that course.
This sounds like a very fun-filled and action-packed course. If you guys want to take this course, definitely reach out to Neelu. We have put the details below. Also, Neelu, we would love to ask you, can you please tell us about your journey, how when you started out and how intuitive scanning literally came to you? How did you get good at it?
Yeah. So I have been intuitive since I was a small kid, because I've been having supernatural experiences since I was a very little child. I used to see God, manifest in front of me when I was still in KG. And I remember I had gone with my sister to her friends out to stay, and there were so many of her friends. And in the middle of the night, I saw this man. And I just woke up my sister, oh, there's a man in the house. And everybody got up and started looking for this man in the house. But I didn't realize that the man I saw was actually not a physical being. He was a ghost. So that was pretty funny. So I've had a lot of experiences since I was a kid, but then after I grew up, I actually started reading the Bhagavad Gita with full concentration. And then so I became clairvoyant, clairsentient. I would know if somebody's going to come. I would know what's happening with whom in the world, like, relatives, friends. I would just come to know everything about everybody. And I started seeing things like, the hell and the world of the moon and things like that started happening. But at that point, I was not aware of what is happening to me. It used to freak the hell out of me. And but much later, much later, this is 2023 or something, I got into Siddhi Yoga. I read the book of Papa Muktananda. It's called Play of Consciousness. You should all read it. It's an amazing book. So I read that book, and I just closed it in the end, and I said, oh God, I wish something like this would happen to me. And he just appeared. Like, by the time I had read that book, he had already left the world, left Earth like 10, 12 years before I read the book. But he just appeared, and he was like, I've come to tell you that you've been awakened, and my Kundalini rose, and it was very beautiful. So I had a very intense 1 year. And after that, I had to give it up because my kids were very little. You too were very little. So I just wanted to focus on my kids and bring them up because I couldn't neglect my duties as a mother. So after that, and then, but of course that is the time when I developed most of my psychic abilities, because it was a very powerful phase of my life. And then because I became an interdimensional being, because I would keep going into different dimensions and experiencing different beings, like, non-human beings. And that was quite, it was amazing, thrilling, magical, and traumatic all at the same time. So then after a while, when I just stopped doing that, I kind of started feeling, once you have that experience, you can never live a normal life on earth again. So I told God that, I need something, but it has to be easy and effortless. You can't pull me out of my body anytime you want to. So that is when Theta Healing came into my life. I did level 1, level 2, basic, advanced, dig deeper, manifestation. But I guess there are like a whole lot of courses, and it's a beautiful modality. But compared to Siddhi Yoga, it's just a baby, So anyway, I really thank God for bringing Theta Healing into my life, because it gave me the tools and techniques to work with what I already had. So it was amazing, and that was a self development area. It was not a self discovery phase, because I had already discovered myself through Siddhi Yoga, but it was a self. I could have control over things that were happening around me, psychically, mentally, like things like I could send away all the ghosts, waywards, and get rid of a lot of negative energy within seconds.
Is that included in the intuitive scanning course too, like how to ward off such entities?
No. The reason I told you that this course is for the healers, because they already know all this, right? But I'm going to teach them how to identify a lot of things that they are not able to, like how to see, hear. I think once you are in the course, you'll know. It's a very powerful course. And anyway, after that I moved on, and now I'm into Kriya Yoga, because I was looking for a physical guru. So, and I found this amazing Sadgurunath, Yogi Raj, Siddhanath, and he is one mind-blowing kind of a guru. He's a true master. I've seen many miracles around him. So this is my journey so far.
Oh, that's amazing. That sounds like a great journey, and
Thank
there are a
you.
lot more exciting things to happen. And thanks to you, others will also be experiencing a lot of exciting things. So, guys, hit her up, and as in ping her, not hit her exactly. And yeah, get the details and get into the course because it's very exciting. You'll be able to scan within yourself, outside yourself, and a lot more exciting things awaiting you. Do you have any final message for our audience?
Yeah, but if you are dedicated, if you're serious, uh, then please come in and register yourself. But if you just want to have fun, and you're not serious, and you just want to come and, kind of mock people around you, please don't come. I would
Not
only,
for you then.
Yes, I want only serious people who really want to kind of learn it.
Thank you so much for being here, Neelu. You're my mom, of course. I would drag her anyway.
I know.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Thank you for doing this for me.
Perfect. And see you guys again in another new episode of Prism where we'll have another hero speaking about some more interesting stuff. Make sure to subscribe and put a thumbs up, leave your comments. If you have any questions for Neelu, comment below and you will respond to it, won't you?
I'll respond to each and every question, query, or whatever.
Yes, so put your comment down and get in touch with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And namaste.
Thank
See you
you.
next time.